What's going on to you, Cancer Crabs? So you have the Strength, the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, which is Cancer Crabs, so you showed up in your own reading, the Four of Wands, the Star, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, okay, the Fool, and the Hierophant. A lot of Pentacle cards, so a lot of grounding energy is what it is that I'm seeing. Sorry about that. So what I'm seeing here for you, Cancer Crabs, right? The Strength, very much so. The Strength, the Six of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Bam, immediately, right? Because I told y'all I'm getting better with reading tarot cards, just reading in general. A lot of you, Cancer Crabs, are celebrating the fact that a lot of you are saying no to a lot more things. And what do I mean when I say a lot of things in particular? I mean things that would devalue you and disrespect you and degrade you. A lot of you Cancer Crabs are starting to realize that certain things were never really worth your time. They were never really worth your respect. So as a result, a lot of you Cancer Crabs are pretty much celebrating Six of Wands, that celebration, at the fact that you had enough self-confidence to say no to certain things, say no to certain temptations, just say no overall. The Wheel of Fortune now represents and this allows you allow yourself, you're able to afford yourselves a certain luxury of making a very powerful and a wise decision as to where it is that the direction of where it is that you want to go in your life. So now this is a particular situation for you, Cancers, where a lot of you are now thinking about what is the direction of where you want to take your relationships next. The Four of Wands and the Star card represents this being a situation for you where the Four of Wands is very much so about you know that you want to be in a relationship. A lot of you Cancer Crabs do. It's a Cancer Crab thing. You would love to be in a union between somebody else that treats you well. But the Star card represents you haven't necessarily gotten that person yet. So as of right now, you're just waiting to see who comes along. The Two of Pentacles, there has been a couple of people recently, or I should say, I could stand on that. There has been a couple of people recently that some of you Cancer Crabs may have been getting to know, but at the same time, a lot of you Cancer Crabs understand that just because someone looks a particular certain way does not mean that that's who that person actually is, right? They may not really be upstanding. The Three of Pentacles represents, and you realize that you have to really, there is an emphasis on really trying to get to know and understand the character of who a person is. And that is, yes, I'm glad that you think like that now, because that's the truth. You know, too many times people, especially in today, the trendy thing is to make it seem like if a person has a certain amount of income or if they have a particular look, then it means that these people are good people, right? And it's like, what good or what righteous or what upstanding actually means, opposed to, is essentially opposed to what people misperceive what good is. When people say good, they mean what they want to see, but it doesn't actually mean good or upstanding in principle. And a lot of you Cancer Crabs realize that you have to start dating for the principality, for the principle, for the idea that you're in a relationship with somebody who actually likes you and wants to see you strive. And the thing about it is that the Seven of Pentacles is about, but like I said, you haven't necessarily gotten that person yet. Some of you Cancer Crabs have. I'm seeing that very few of you actually have achieved that family unit with a person that treats you wonderfully, all of that type of stuff, because you have a Star card. So the Star card represents your expectations being met, the things that you want. But this what I'm really getting from this is that this is really about a handful of you, that a lot of you have decided to kind of hold out. Some of you are getting to know some people who are great like that. Some of you already have that. You've built that up for years with the person, and then the person, bam, out of nowhere just asked you to marry them. Or some of you may have found out that you were pregnant, and the person is like, this is amazing, this is great, this is wonderful. This, y'all happen to be Cancer crabs. The person may or may not be a Cancer crab, but you got pregnant or they got pregnant, and it's everything that you wanted because the person wants to stick around. They love you and they want to stick around. And the thing is that the Seven of Pentacles, but for some of you, right, because obviously I'm not talking to each and every single one of you exactly like this, but for some of you Cancer crabs, you still want that, but you just haven't necessarily gotten that as of yet. Not yet. So the Fool, right? So the Fool and the Hierophant represents, for the some of you Cancer crabs who has gotten it, you're living happily ever after so far with this person. Things seem to be going great between you and them. This person is attentive to who you are, what you want. They understand you. They have a very good understanding of you in and out. You're open with them. They're open with you. They are an open book. As you can see, the Hierophant has an open book. They're very attentive. They're very, astute. They pay very close attention to you, as also seeing the bigger picture. And the two of you are great. Some of you Cancer crabs, for you Cancer crabs who are single, you want a relationship like this, which is understandable, right? You want to be understood. I understand, I understand Cancer. I understand Cancer crabs a lot better than what it is that y'all think. I do. That's why it is that I get so sad when sometimes I see you Cancer crabs not living up to your greatest potential, because I know that y'all can be great, amazing people. But do y'all see that in yourselves is the question. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. So to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Five of Cups, the Hermit, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Cups, excuse me. So to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Five of Cups and the Hermit. A lot of you Cancer crabs think that people are in a constant pursuit of the very same thing that they don't really want. They claim a lot of you Cancer crabs are starting to realize that a lot of people, they're all over the place. One minute they want love, then the next minute they don't, then they want it again, and the next minute they don't, then they want it again. And the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups represents, and a lot of you Cancer crabs realize that you're not that all over the place. You Cancer crabs, you know what it is. You're starting to understand, have a better idea, a more clear idea of what it is that you want. And a lot of you Cancer crabs realize that the fidgety back and forth, whether they want to or whether they not, that's not really what it is that you want. Nor can you Cancer crabs even tolerate or stand to be around somebody that is like that in the first place. So let's clarify. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify the Hierophant. The King of Swords, Empress, the Magician, and the Lovers. So the Fool is about, so now a lot of you who haven't gotten that yet, you're starting fresh and turning over a new leaf like I was talking about, starting fresh. King of Swords and the Empress. So, so as a result, this is a situation where a lot of you Cancer crabs, very much so, thinking about your future and the type of relationship that you would want and what it is that you're looking for. And a lot of you are becoming more focused and serious about being in a relationship.